Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from... Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the London Monarchs.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Down. 70, Indy.
50's a mic. 50's a mic. No gain on this defense. No gain. Check, check, check.
Topper, Topper. Get it.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Greystone, travel.
Check safety. Check safety.
Bravo.
To throw again. Patton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 13.
Go, go.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Hey, we're pretty quiet, D.
Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Patton. And he finds McLaurin. The 13 yards that time of the first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ready, ready.
Mike's 50.
Hey, high 7.
first down. Patton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Blue draw Corker.
Check.
Hey, echo.
Wide, get wide. 90 is a mic.
Throwing on first down. Love. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Back to you.
Hey, Haywood.
Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
Be grip.
On first and 10, Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Packers.
Come on,
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Spot.
Snap.
Now it's Tomlinson. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. 10-2 soft. Hey, Charlie.
90 is a mic. Let's go, DK. Hey, man up, D.
Man up.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, Sam on. Go.
Now Tomlinson on first and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the gun, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
but when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
What's tight?
Protein spill.
After the interception, here's Elway. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, Alpha. Look at me. Go. 2.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. It's caught. Nelson. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Down. 18 Gator.
They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 7, Monarchs 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here we go on 4th down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
First down and 10.
Come on,
The
set.
Packer
50,
offense
play.
ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 8-3.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Monarchs nothing.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Hey, orbit.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 90 is a mine. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, wahoo.
Operating from the gun. Love drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready to break.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Single,
Hey, exit.
running island over there. Running island. Kill.
General West. Shoot.
2nd down and inches. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Get that ball.
Be quick.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hustle. Snap.
Throwing to start the drive. Patton. And he rifles one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
50's the mine.
To throw again. Patton. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And the London 1st down.
Hey,
1st and
2.
10 at the 34-yard
Go.
line.
Go, Mike 50.
Let go.
On first down. Patton looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it.
On the ball.
You don't want it.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Wide open receiver complete. 11 yards there, just like last play. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Patton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
25. Check 25.
Hey, echo.
90 is a Mike. All day. All day. Slam. Slam.
Look, squeeze. Hey.
90 is a Mike.
Hey.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 90 is a Mike. So don't say
Yes.
2nd and long. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
There we go. Man left. Alert. 3 up.
Hey, Wood.
On 3rd down, Love. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
Their own 29-yard line.
Come on,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together, could get in the field goal.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Charlie. 6'6", bullet high.
Watch that creep. Watch
Bam, bam.
Safety's creeping.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 5.
From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Love. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And a Packer first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. We won it. Come
On first down, Tomlinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check 31.
Watch the safety 61. Matchbox lights.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Hey, Delta.
90 is a mine. All you get is heavy. All you get is heavy. Check.
Go out. Yo, go.
We got double up.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
At their own
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
Now.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Smoke.
Check hot route. Hot.
Looking to throw. Patton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36.
Come on, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Five.
Now a give right side. It's Reed. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on 2nd down, Patton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down.
Bravo!
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Patton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Patton. And a catch made by Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10. Patton. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Patton. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. from 13 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Patton. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end right.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Love. Caught by Nelson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Look at me, zipper. Get it.
On 4th down, Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yo, go.
On 1st down, Patton going deep for Hopkins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Alpha.
90 is a Mike. Watch the run. 90 is a Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go.
Hey, Sam off.
Switch. Joker.
Hard. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Love. Flushed out right. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Smooth.
90 is the mic.
Topper, topper.
Out, 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 out. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Five.
Off play action. Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First down, Packers.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Showing it.
Gone. Hey, orbit. Hey, Jack, lead grip.
Operating from the gun. Love. Airing it out. Look at it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
On the double. 6-6, bullet high. Now.
Crunch. Crunch.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
You're not ready.
Go.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
He's coming, double up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
61, matchbox white. Hey, exit.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
We got tight left, tight left.
3 down.
Hey, foxtrot.
90 is the mic. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 90 is the mic. I'm trying to collect. 90 is the mic.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Packers! touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Packers 42, Monarchs 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved at him.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Patton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patton. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions.